along, 12 News is committed to keeping you and your family safe around water through our Water Watch campaign. And 12 News journalist Rachel Cole joining us live now from Aquatots in the East Valley, where they're sharing some life-saving skills. Hi, Rachel.
Yes, they sure are. Good afternoon to you. Class is already underway, and of course, this is a very traditional setup where the kids can be in learning with their instructors, and of course, parents can be watching. They also have parent-involved classes as well. And of course, Dave Muncie, our water safety advocate, is here. How are you doing?
Doing very good. Good to see you again.
Nice to see you too. And you had some very important information we were just talking about prior to the live shot about not letting our guards down.
Well, at this time of year, people tend to let their guards down. They think, well, summer's over. Don't worry about it. The pool's all locked up. Not only is the pool still dangerous, but children can drown in fountains. They can drown in buckets. They can drown in bathtubs. There's a lot of areas wherever there's 2 inches of water, a child can drown. These kids, these are very lucky kids because they're learning to swim. When you teach your child to swim, there is a 77% less chance of them drowning.
Yes.
With that information.
Exactly, with those skills, which is why it's so important. We were talking to Kim with Aquatots about how, 0 to 4, that age range gets hit so hard. So we want parents to not only, like Dave said, not let their guard down, but get their kids into some of these classes. How young can they get these kids in?
We can start as early as 4 months. We can get kids enrolled in our parent and taught classes. It's where it's a parent or a guardian with their child and an instructor in our group lessons. It's 4 to a class in our heated pool room. It's a 90-degree pool, and in those they teach them basic swim skills. They teach them how to hold their air, how to be on their back a little bit longer to be able to help them if they were to ever heaven forbid, drop into the water or anything like that.
Yes, absolutely, and you're seeing a lot of those classes taking place. This is the 410 class. We got to meet a couple of the kids, but we didn't want to be too close to the water because we didn't want to be one of those many distractions that can play a role in sort of threatening the safety of kids, whether it be in a backyard pool or course of classes or the lakes. I mean, like we said, it doesn't have a season. And Dave, one more thing that you had shared was the big one, and it wasn't the C in ABCs, which is classes. It was the other C, and that's knowing CPR.
That's right. No CPR. Learn your whole family, grandpa, grandma, everybody, the babysitter, and if you can get your school district to teach the teachers CPR, work on that as well.
Absolutely. Okay, so before we send it back, we want to sneak over. I know I'm going to make Nick walk through the crowd here. Sorry, parents. I got my 8-year-old friend who you're watching your little sister take classes. How's she doing in there?
Good.
She's good. And what did you learn today? We were just having a little discussion. What did you learn, Alyssa?
Throw, don't go.
Okay, you guys, that's another thing we're going to tell you about in our next hit. Alyssa, thank you. She already graduated. She rang the bell and everything. So you guys wave bye.
Wow,
and we'll
she's
send
a
it back
big
to
girl.
the studio.
All right.
Wow.
Thanks, Rachel.
So important. And what she was saying, you always think about CPR lessons for parents, but then, extended families too, grandmas and grandpas who are also sometimes watching the kids.
Right. And a great stat from Dave, too. Once your child knows how to swim, 77% less chance
That's
of
huge.
having one of these water incidents. Thank you. And say hi to Dave for me, please, Rachel.